Hey, what up, YouTube? It's your boy, MOG, man of God, saved by grace. This right here is video number 1. Trying something new for the new year, 2025. Trying to make it, hustle, stay alive. Hey, I just want to tell y'all that I got 2 jobs. And I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Doesn't bother me at all. Because when you got 2 jobs and you don't physically work hard at either one of them, man, I'm gonna tell you, it don't get no better than that. Now, the first job I got is my side hustle. This job is not even my main job. This is my side hustle job. On this first job, I'm a contract driver. So I'm a contract driver and I work for a company that's under the umbrella of HRT, which is the Hampton Roads Transit. I love it, man, because first of all, it's like getting paid for doing a good deed. Because I'm a pastor and I love helping people. So they actually pay me and pay me well for doing a good deed. So what I do is this. I pick up people, normally older people, but not all the time. But a lot of older people I pick up, and I take them to their doctor's appointments, and I take them to their dialysis appointments, and I take them to the grocery store, things of that nature. And I love it because if I don't do it, it's a very good chance that these people, and a lot of them are older, it's a good chance that they won't get around. And with inflation as high as it is, and different places where, you drive there, a lot of times different places are real crowded on the roadways. So a lot of these people, some of them have cars, but they just choose not to drive because they're not comfortable being out, running about with everybody speeding past. And, because cats will run you right off the road nowadays because, this is one of the most selfish generations that I've ever seen in my life. People only concerned with themselves. So I pick up older people, take them to their appointments. And the best thing about it, I just drop them off. I don't even have to stay there and wait for them to, come out the appointment an hour, 2 hours later. I drop them off and I'm gone. Normally, 99% of the time, they'll schedule another driver to come and pick them up. You can't beat it. I love it, man. And like I said, I love dealing with people and I love helping people and I like talking to people. I guess Lord blessed me with what you call a gift of gab, so to speak. So, I love it, man. And the job pays well. To be honest, truth be told, the side hustle job pays more than the full-time job, which I'm going to tell you about in a minute. So, you can't beat it, man. The only thing that stops me from doing this side hustle full-time is the fact that when I'm driving, I use my own vehicle. So I'm not really that comfortable about, day in and day out putting that many miles on my car. But, maybe one day I'll, save up a little extra change and get me a reliable car. That way I can have one for the side hustle and also one for my day-to-day use. Now, to be honest, like I said, this side hustle job pays more than the full-time job. So it's an excellent side hustle. And it's super easy and it's no stress because we got an app that we use. And a lot of times I'll take the early morning shift. And on that early morning shift, I'll start about 4:40 in the morning, 4:40 a.m. in the morning. My first pickup, a lot of times, is not until almost 5:30 a.m. So think about it. I'll clock in on the app and then go downstairs and basically watch YouTube until it's time to actually leave for the first pickup. So it's like a free hour of pay. And a lot of times I get off work from driving almost an hour before it's time to clock out. And I'll go right back home, and guess what I do? You got it. Watch YouTube until it's time for me to clock out. So the best thing I like about it, this is different than doing like Lyft and Uber and all of that, where you don't get paid anything unless you got somebody sitting in your back seat. But this job, my side hustle through Hampton Roads Transit, I love it, man. They pay me well, and they pay me soon as I clock in. From then on, I'm on the clock. Man, it's been sometimes where I didn't even have anybody's schedule. Just sat at home for the whole 4, sometimes 5 hours, getting paid. Nobody to pick up. Sometimes it rains, we got bad weather, or just sometimes it's not that many rides. People need their schedule. And you get paid. It don't get no better than that, man. I'm telling you, it don't get any better than that. You get paid anyway. I work when I want to. If I don't want to drive, I don't drive. If I want to drive 3 days a week, which I normally drive 2, sometimes 3 days a week. If I don't want to do it, I don't do it. If I don't want to do it, I ain't doing that. Just don't choose a day. Because it's not a schedule that I have to do all the time. I set my own schedule. Well, I ain't going to say I set my own schedule. Let me rephrase that. Let me remix that. What happens is they post in the app. We got a contract driver app. They post in the app all of the days that's available and all of the time frames that's available for each day. And, I work this job early in the morning because my main job, I work second shift. And I go in at 2 o'clock p.m. So I try to work this side hustle job early in the morning. And then I'll go and get off about 10 a.m. every once in a while, 11 a.m. And then I'll go home, and then I'll get me about an hour of sleep from 10:30 a.m. till 11:30 a.m. Then what I do is I get up, wash up, go downstairs, fix me something to eat, chill out, watch, you guessed it, YouTube. I'm a YouTube head, man. I don't know what it is. Go figure. But I watch YouTube, watch, something on the Fire Stick while I'm eating. And then about 1:30, 1:40, I leave and go to my second job. So you can't beat it. Also, I forgot to tell you, this side hustle job, it pays every single week. Can't beat that, baby. Every week, baby. Check is coming. Direct deposit. Matter of fact, not even a check. Direct deposit every single week. So I get paid normally on Tuesday, sometimes on Wednesday. Think about it. Regular jobs, a lot of times they pay, on Friday. So a lot of times I can get paid on Tuesday and get paid Friday as well. And this right here is an actual business, being a contract driver. So guess what? Your boy MOG get tax write-offs. Guess what? Your boy MOG get to file and deduct for the amount of miles that I drive. I get paid for the amount of miles that I drive. Guess what? Your boy MOG get to claim if I do repairs to my vehicle because I'm using said vehicle for the business. So man, I'm gonna tell you, part-time hustle, I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of one that's better. Let me think. Nope. Can't think of too many that's better. So, I mean, I love it, man. And like I say, it's low stress. And being that it's low stress, that right there pushes it up to a 10 in my book, because a lot of jobs, side hustles included, part-time jobs, they on your back, man, about crazy stuff the whole time. And the worst thing, that you don't want to get into a situation where you got a job that you hate to go to, but it's a side hustle that you kind of need the extra income. So I don't have that problem. Now, that's my first job. Now, my main job, which is my second job, I work for a government company, and I work in loss prevention. So for those that don't know, loss prevention deals with controlling and hopefully eliminating theft. Because the company that I work with, it's like a big warehouse, actually. We have associates that work in the warehouse, and they do, all of the online orders. And a lot of the stuff that we sell, to be honest, it's the same stuff that they sell like at Amazon. It's not an Amazon company, but what we do, we sell a lot of the same products that Amazon sells. And that being the case, there's a lot of online orders that the associates in the warehouse, they fill these orders. So they have a scanner, and they'll scan what they need off of the shelves. They'll take those items that they scan, they'll go pack them, ship them off, send them to whoever, and we deal with mainly military. So it's cool because a lot of military people are, living outside of the United States. So being that they're outside of the United States, a lot of products that they may be used to, even down to food. We sell food products as well, snacks, potato chips, electronics, little earbuds, phones, phone chargers. We even got household goods we sell. We got washing machines, dryers, blowers for the yard. I mean, all kind of stuff. Like I said, the same things that you can buy on Amazon, the company that I work doing loss prevention for, we sell them. But loss prevention, it's a job that years ago, before I started working at this job doing loss prevention, years ago, I was working on another job, a 12-hour swing shift. And to be honest, myself and everybody there hated that job. Hated it, man. Because it was hard on your body. Wasn't no air conditioning in the place. It was dangerous. Cats was losing fingers and getting hit by machines and getting cut, losing blood. And the people that didn't get hurt, like get anything cut off or anything, they walked around on that cement and on that concrete until they messed up their back, until they messed up their hip, their joints. I had a knee operation and also a torn rotator cuff caused by that job. So nobody there really liked that job. But the only thing they did like is that it paid a lot. So being that it paid so much, it helped us, stay there. But you was on your feet all the time. And when I was working there, I used to always say, like, shoot, man, I need me a job with a CO. And everybody would ask, well, man, what is a CO? I say, I need a job with a CO. And the CO stands for chair option. Let that sink in. Pause. Chair option means I don't necessarily have to have a job where I sit down all day or all night constantly. But a CO is a chair option where if I do so feel the need to get off my feet, I'm able to. Chair right there. So I love it, man. Got a CO, chair option, and I work in an office environment. And basically, I'm like the police for the associates that work in the warehouse where I do loss prevention. Because like I said, loss prevention, we deal with a lot of theft. So we monitor things and monitor people and monitor departments in different areas on the camera. So we sit and watch video, which I ain't that crazy about, because I'd rather go out and personally be in the area. I'd rather do that instead of sitting looking at a camera all day long. That just ain't really for me. But I like it, man. It's low stress. And you deal with a lot of the office politics. You know, I ain't that crazy about that. And sometimes we deal with a lot of attitude. Man, from the associates that work in the building. Because they look at us in loss prevention, they look at us like we popo. Meaning police. We basically police the workforce in the warehouse. And not only are we like popo for the whole warehouse, so when they see us coming, sometimes they run like roaches when you flip the light switch on. Everybody scatter. And they got these little bikes with 3 wheels that we ride around with. It's kind of funny though, man. A little old bicycle got 3 wheels. It sort of reminds me of like being like Debo on that movie Friday. So we ride these little 3-wheel bikes because the warehouse is real big. They say it's the size of 7 football fields as far as the square footage. So, you know, I got bad knees. I ain't trying to walk up and down there. So we ride the little bikes. And it's cool though. I mean, I like it because it's low stress. You know, nice office environment. And to be honest, we do a lot more than just loss prevention. Actually, we deal with everything related to safety. See, we're not just loss prevention. I'm actually also a safety associate, a safety officer. So if somebody, and we have forklifts and stuff in the building, and we have like assembly lines in the building. We have like conveyor belts, you know, with the steel rollers and chains and stuff that move product within, you know, the warehouse. So, you know, God forbid somebody, you know, gets hit by a forklift, which has happened. They gonna come see me or somebody like me. We have to actually sit down with them in the office, interview them. We got to take pictures. We got to talk to witnesses. I got to talk to the driver, interview the driver, and the person that got hit or got hurt by the forklift. I got to interview that person. And it's kind of, you know, it's kind of cool to be honest though. But it's a lot of reports, a lot of paperwork, man. But the best thing is, once we finish all of that, long as nothing really happens, nobody really gets hurt at the job, nobody really steals anything at the job, as long as that particular day doesn't have either of those 2 things happening, no injuries, you know, no accidents, no theft, man, I get my work done at my own pace. We chilling after that. Now, there's always something to do, and we don't just sit around, you know, the whole day and don't do nothing. But we can kind of pick and choose where we work at, which is real cool, because as long as there's no theft and as long as there are no accidents at the time, we work at our own pace. I mean, you can't beat it. We basically can kind of work in spurts at your own pace. You can go to the warehouse, you can scan merchandise, and you can check inventory. See, what we do is we make sure that we have on the shelf what the system shows that we have. For instance, if the system, when we scan, says that, oh, it should be 200 PlayStations on the shelf in this area, and you got 150, then guess what? You missing 50 PlayStations. Then you got to try to find out, you know, where them PlayStations walked off to. We had one guy, one time this guy went and grabbed a PlayStation off of the shelf. We still don't know how he got it. And we had him on video walking out the gate carrying the PlayStation. Now I know what you're thinking. You know, did y'all apprehend him? Did y'all arrest him? Or did you just let him walk out with the PlayStation? Well, unfortunately, my job has a lot of red tape, which means things have to be done a certain way. So this dude walked out with the PlayStation, and basically, unfortunately, they let him keep it, which is like mind-boggling to me. Like, wait a minute, what you mean? Then I talk to people, above me, and I'm like, hey, why can't we just go and pick him up or arrest him? Call the police and pick him up. We got him on tape walking out with the PlayStation. It ain't no hearsay. It ain't just, projected thought. On video, that's him leaving with the PlayStation. Go pick him up. I was told, well, it doesn't really, work like that. It's a lot of things that we have to do to set in place, and we have to build a case. Build a case? I ain't build no case. The dude stole the PlayStation. Can I go get him? You don't want to get him. Can I get him? But my job title, unfortunately, comes with a lot of politics and a lot of red tape. So instead of going to have that guy arrested, we got to spend the next 2 months trying to build a case. In other words, he gonna steal again, I guess. It's crazy. So, like I say, part of my job is dealing with safety. And the reason that I love it, man, I got 2 jobs, and I'll be honest with you, I love it. So part of my job is dealing with safety. Now, dealing with safety is cool because we get to do safety classes. So we have new employees that come to the plant to work in the warehouse. Me, in loss prevention, I actually get to give them the onboarding class. And I also get to give them and other people in the warehouse, whether they're new or whether they've been there for 20 years, safety classes. And I love it, man. So I get a chance to make sure that they understand the dangers of working in a place like that. It's a manufacturing environment, a warehouse environment, depending on how you look at it. So we get to give these little safety classes and these little training classes. So I got 2 jobs, baby. And I love it, man. Both jobs are low stress. I got a lot of freedom on my side hustle. The main job, even though it doesn't pay as much, is low stress. And I got a CO, man, that I've always wanted a CO. And that's a chair option. So I got 2 jobs. But I love it. It's your boy MOG. Make sure you like and subscribe. Help your boy out. Peace.